G'day mates, how's it going? You're on DirtByte. Welcome back to our farming survival vlog. You joined me on a reasonably cloudy April morning. So today, well, being April, we're able to plant most of the crops we're going to have in for this season. So the first thing we want to plant is this big field here in front of us. What we're going to plant in there is going to be sorghum. So we need to use the planter for that, so that's why I've pulled it out. I just need to connect it. I think I need to connect onto the other side by the looks of that. Yeah, so I need to connect up, I think, to unfold it into working mode. I think that's how this one works. I've only used it the once, so not 100% sure, but we'll connect. No, it's not. This one has got a drawbar, doesn't it? So we need to fold that out first by being connected to it. That's my bad. I'm just getting, like you all know, I'm just getting used to being a farmer. So all these things take time to learn. We'll reconnect up to it and then unfold. There we go. That's exactly what we need to do. So let it get into position before we disconnect it. Okay, so disconnect now, yes, and then makes it a lot easier to see where we need to connect up since the drawbar has been lowered. Not a drawbridge, a drawbar. So we've already got seed and fertilizer in the planter, and as we know, the planter is a direct. I'm gonna have to get it there. Yes. So it is a direct planter, so we can go in without cultivating the rest of the field. The only thing I need to do is I need to make sure we've got the right seed in, which is going to be, like I said, is it? I'm assuming we can plant it in this one. Sorghum, yeah. It actually looks like we can plant most things with this. So it like works as a seeder and a planter, which is a bit different, a bit strange. So we maybe have to get rid of our other ones. I don't know. I'll have to look into that, make sure we're doing the right thing. Before we do start, I just want to bring your attention to the fact that I have had the local contractor come in and they've put in this gravel laneway for me. I haven't connected it up to here yet because we'll probably end up putting a new shed in here. So I didn't think it was worth putting any gravel in here yet because it'll just get all horribly muddy when we do that work. But it goes down here around the new extension to this field, up to this area where we've built this new field in the last few episodes. We've got a bit of a T-junction down here. I just finished it up pretty much at the end of the field because soon enough we're going to be building in this area. We're going to be building some sort of animal structure and animal field. So I didn't want to do any further. We can then finish the gravel off when we know where everything's going to be finished. And then up that way it just goes up to our boundary. Like I said, I do intend to get that plot of land next. So it is, everything around here is pretty much for sale for the right price. So that would be my intention, to get that one next. So, and then we can expand these two fields that we've got over this way. So we've got the seed in, we've got some fertilizer in. So we're pretty much ready to start going with the drill. So just need to make sure it's all good. We returned the roller after the last field. We didn't need to keep that on rent. I didn't think it was worth it. Yes, it does, can be used to press the small stones back into the ground like we've got here. So we do have quite a few small stones, and I don't think it's worth, or it wasn't worth getting the stone picker again. I think that, like I said last time, I think it was, if we use a deeper implement like a subsoiler or plow, we're definitely going to do the stones, and I think we should do that at some point. So all these fields have just been created in the top layer of the soil, so they're probably not as good as what they can be, but that's a problem for later. We're actually making money from them now, so that's all I really worry about at the moment. So yeah, I think we're going really well. I don't know how long it's going to take to drill this. This is quite a wide planter, and we can do it at 12 kilometers an hour, but this is a big field, and we have added a small extension to it. It looks like we are going to need to get some extra fertilizer, but hopefully we'll have enough seed. What we'll do is, I'm just going to cut out, we're going to get a time-lapse started for this. I don't know if we get it all done in one time. We'll just have to see how we go, but I'm sure we'll get a fair way through. So just sit back and enjoy, and I'll see you soon. There we go. So we've got through quite a bit. We've probably done, yeah, over half the field. We just have probably 30 meters or so this way to go, and then obviously all this end as well. But we're pretty much out of fertilizer in the planter now. So I figured it was a good opportunity to jump into the old Massey Ferguson at 690 and go and grab another bag. So we do have something on the back, which is the soil sampler, the Scout. So I think we can just leave this right here. Leave it in the shed. Probably one of the most expensive pieces of equipment we own that goes on the back of a tractor. So we want to make sure we look after that as much as we can. So we'll head over to the shop. We'll get... Oh, I wonder if we've actually got any bags over here. So let's see if we check if we have any bags of fertilizer over here. It looks like we may have one. So it would save us... Yeah. That's one. I don't know how much is in it. We'll have to take it over and see. Hopefully there's enough to finish that field off. That would be ideal. We just get that lined up. Nice. Alright. Yeah, it feels pretty heavy. I don't know if it's a full bag. It doesn't feel like it. Or even look like it. It's probably maybe half full. So hopefully there's like close to 1,000 litres in there. That would be really nice and ideal. Take it over to the white tractor with the planter on and see if we can put it all in there. We should, it'll definitely all fit. We'll just have to see how much is in there once we're over here. So I should just be bringing it around this side, I think, or does it need to be at the back? Let's just take it around the back. I think that's... What's up where the seed goes? Let's just take it to the front to start with, and then we'll see if that's going to work. Now this isn't high enough to actually lift it up in, I don't think. If we get it pretty close there, we should be able to do it manually. So if we... Yeah, so was able to do that manually, and it wasn't very much at all. Let's have a look to see how much is actually in there. 451 litres. So I don't think that's going to be enough. I think we're going to need to get a second bag. I mean, it probably... Well, actually, it may be enough. We do have quite a bit of work to do with the planter this season. So I think while we've got the U-Butte little Massey Ferguson out, we'll go and grab another bag from the store. There we go. And we still have 2/3 of a tank of fuel in here. Good. And we're not quite there for a service yet. We do want to get these tractors serviced soon. We have had them quite a while and they haven't really had much work to them And since I got this, I've done 14.6 hours in it, which is probably not a huge amount, but still, we need to make sure we're looking after our equipment, because this is what makes us the money. I'm going to head over to the store and get a bag. I'll see you in a second. So I've got a bag. It was $1,920, which isn't too expensive. It does definitely increase the yields and is worth every dollar we spend on it. Especially in the field we're in now, it looks like we're actually putting on quite a bit. So it's quite low, and sorghum is a crop that needs quite a bit of fertilizer by the looks of it. Yeah, that feels like it's full. While I was in there, I happened to run into the bank manager for this area. He was just in there doing a bit of shopping or whatever he was doing. I was telling him about our plans, my plans to get some animals soon. I was, explaining how we're expanding, how things are looking, and he said that I should go and actually see him formally, because there is probably some money available for loan for animal farming ventures in this area. He didn't really give me a full rundown of it, obviously, because it was just like a casual chat. He said I could possibly borrow up to $100,000 for the... Oh, careful. For the construction of an animal, animal investment enclosure. So for building a business up. So it's some sort of grant that they've got going at the moment, or that, I mean, not like a grant like we'll have to pay it back, but there's an incentive to help people get into animal husbandry and animal farming in this area, because there's a bit of a lack of that around. So he said that it might be worth me going and having a chat to him soon, because if that's the route we want to take, we could possibly get our sheep enclosure built sooner than what I was expecting. That way we can actually get it underway, get it all ready, and if it's just sitting there ready to go, once we have the money, we can then buy the animals. So I do think that that is a very good option. We do have the grass now. We will need to get some grass equipment, but it's probably not going to be too expensive. The expensive part is the actual enclosure and doing the pasture and the fencing and everything that goes along with that. So that's something we're definitely going to think about, and I reckon that I'll go and see them today about that. If we can get that underway today, I can get in contact with the builder, who will be able to attend and give me a price, and we'll have to get that underway. I don't want to borrow too much money from the bank for it. I prefer that we use our own money, but we have been pretty good in making money recently, and that's probably one of the reasons behind it. Like I mentioned to him, how we're expanding our production so much, how we're expanding our land, how our equipment's growing, how we're actually, becoming successful farmers. I think that's along the lines of it. Obviously, they probably wouldn't have these incentives for people that are just, maybe not making any money or whatever. It just seems that coming from the city and to try my hand at farming has actually been quite successful so far. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon. We're not there yet. There's still a lot of growth to make and to have. But it's still, I think it's a real feather in our cap around how the expansion is going. I don't anticipate we'll have to get animals until probably towards the end of the year, maybe around December time, November, December, because that's probably when we're going to have the money to be able to facilitate buying them. That's when we'll be able to sell some of our crops, some of our produce. That's when we're going to make the most of our money. But if we've got the enclosure sitting there ready to go, if we get the food sorted out with hay from our grass field, then yeah, I think that's a really good way to move forward. What we're going to do is I'm just going to cut out here. We're going to do a little bit of a time lapse to finish this off. Hopefully it's not going to take too long. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take too long. If it does, or it's too much, I'll just leave it out of the final video, but we'll record it anyway. So we'll see you in a few minutes.
You're pulling away now, faster than sound. The streets are street lights in my eyes. I'm losing my grip on you tonight. Don't stop, don't leave me behind.
Excellent. So we just got this final pass to go. Even though it doesn't seem very much, this extension we've done out here, I think it's going to yield quite well. Like, yeah, definitely worth doing. I'm glad we expanded out this way, and if we do get to the point where we can buy that property there, we're going to expand this entire field out the rest of the way. That's going to make that field really big. So I think we probably need to look at getting some bigger equipment as a priority before maybe expanding again, like with our land, because we probably need maybe a bigger tractor might be nice, or a bigger, well, bigger everything would be nice. Drill, planter, combine harvester. Obviously we can't expand everything and grow everything at the same time. But yeah, we're making progress, we're making headway. So that's all done, the sorghum is done. I just want to go and check on the grass we planted last vlog. It's looking nice and green. It looks like it's a nice crop. Yeah, it looks really good. So yeah, this is gonna make we're gonna make quite a number of bales for us, or loose hay maybe, when we go to do our construction. And we've got the animals there. What I'm gonna do now, it's a nice one. I'm gonna jump on the bike. I'm gonna head into town and catch up with the bank manager and see what he was talking about with the grant that we can, or the, you know, the incentive that they've got at the moment for the animal enclosures. I'm gonna go nip in, do that, and we'll come back and we'll see what our options are. If we do get some money, I will get the builder up here straight away, and we'll go through what we can do and probably pay him today and get the work underway as soon as possible. So I'll see you in a few minutes. So on the way back now, it was a very successful meeting with the bank manager. They said that given our circumstances, our income, what we're trying to do and what we're planning, we can borrow up to the maximum that's covered by the incentive, which is $125,000. The stipulations to that $125,000 is for the field and enclosure only, so if we don't use it, we need to give some back, but I anticipate that we're going to be able to use it all. I think the enclosure is like nearly 80,000, and then the pasture and fencing, I reckon, is going to be another 80,000 as well. So possibly up to 160, maybe close to 200,000 for this expansion, but I do think that it is worth it. We have got an appointment with the builder soon to have a look through our options, and then we'll go through, and he'll have to actually like give us a quote, and we'll pay for it as we go. So I know what we pretty much want to do, but it's just a matter of confirming it. So I'm just going to wait here for him. I'll see you in a few minutes when he gets here. So here we are. We've got their builder with us, and we've got the options to go with. So there's two really for the enclosures, or possibly three. So definitely don't want a small outdoor enclosure. We're looking for one with a building. So we've got this one that can hold up to 26. We've got this one here that can hold up to 26. Both of them are around that $50,000 mark. Then if we go up to this one, this is $97,000. $97,000 that can hold 68. Now, I think that this would be the way to go, but at the same time, I'm a bit concerned that we won't have enough for the field that I want to place with it. So I'm not 100% sure how this is going to go. We're just going to place it. Like, I'm definitely going to go with this one, so I've confirmed with the builder. So we just need to confirm our location. I think that this is going to be a good place, so happy to put it there. And now we've got to do the actual fencing. So hopefully it looks like it's going to be affordable. If we go, just line it up as best we can. Now go this way, and I just want to stick like right on the edge of our property. We can. I just need to try and line it up. Yep, that's nice. So come back down here now. So where do we want to end up? Back there where that is. So I think if we came through to, a bit hard to line up exactly. There. Then back to there. Oh, excellent. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. That's what the builder is going to do for us. That's what it's going to look like. It's not going to be done just now. Obviously, the builder has to go away and do that. But we'll be able to come back soon and see that. I do think that was the best option to go with the bigger one. So it was, what, $97,000. We had 260 something. So we pretty much used 125,000, which is perfect. It's exactly what it was supposed to be for. Once it's actually finished, this did initially so we can get 68 sheep in there. But that will change depending on the size of the enclosure. So it may be more. Hopefully we can get some more in. So yeah, what we'll do is I'm going to jump back into the tractor and we might go and look at planting somewhere else. So we'll see you soon once we've got a plan for the next job. I've been thinking and I want to do a little bit more tree work up this end of the field next as a next job. So we have a number of stumps to remove, which is one of the priorities is to get them sorted out so we can expand this field. Like there's, stumps like this we need to get rid of. I would like to expand this field forward as much as we can before we plant it this season. I was just looking, I think that we should try and get rid of possibly 1, 2, maybe 4 trees. Like up to this tree here and expand the field out. Yeah, so this would be quite a significant expansion of that field. So that's what we're going to do now. I think we might do the stumps first, and then we will cut some trees down. We will need to go and get the winch again, but this time we're going to buy it, like I said, because I think we can afford it. I can't remember if it was it $20,000 or something like that, possibly. I'll have to check on that. So we need to check on that, and I want to start with these stumps. So when we're dragging the more trees out, we're not getting caught on these things. So I need to remember the controls for... Oh yeah, that's it. They're very, very easy controls. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to get rid of these stumps. We'll do this... I reckon we'll do this as a bit of a time-lapse. We'll do the stumps and cut some trees down as a time-lapse, and then at the end we may be able to go and get the winch before the end of the vlog. So yeah, we'll get stuck into it now.
She's up before the rooster crows, working land that no one knows. Her hands are warm, her spirit's strong. She's been here all along. Through drought and flood, she holds the line. The salt of earth, the root and vine. To the daughters of the dust, the ones we lean on, the ones we trust, with fire in their eyes and dirt on their boots. They're the heart, they're the proof. To the daughters of the dust, to the daughters of the dust. She mends the fence, she feeds the stock, steady as the ancient rock. A mother's mother worked this ground before the highway came around. She reads the sky like scripture page, wisdom passed from age to age. To the daughters of the dust, the ones we lean on, the ones we trust, with fire in their eyes and dirt on their boots. They're the heart, they're the proof. To the daughters of the dust.
There we go. We've got the original stumps removed, and we've cut down 4 trees. So out of those 4 trees, 3 of them were oak, which is really good news for us because oak is where the money is. These oak trees are going to be worth quite a bit. They do take a little bit more processing if you want to get that full money value from them. The big one I've really processed up into blocks. Those two medium-sized ones I think we'll just stick with leaving some of the smaller branches on. I don't think it's going to devalue it very much. But they're not worth very much, those branches anyway. So if we were to remove them, I don't think it'd be worthwhile. I just want to remove the foliage though. All the little foliage branches are the ones that we need to concentrate on. So just get this done. Good thing about the oaks, they're very easy to process. I do like the oak trees, both from their ease of processing, but also when it comes down to like the money that we can make from them. So there's one American elm that we've cut down, which, yeah, it's a bit of a shitty tree. I don't like them very much. But that's cleared up another big section of field. So we can pretty much come out to these two trees now. I don't know if this one is on our property or not. I'll have to just check this. If it is, I would like to take it down. But if it's not, well, it's going to be a bit of an annoyance. But that's okay. So what we're going to do is might as well go over to the store and get the winch. I'm going to buy it outright. I reckon there's going to be enough money in these trees to fund it completely. Then we'll own it and we won't be paying the rental fees like we were last time. So I'll meet you over there at the shop. Here we are. So we're in the shop page. It is, yeah, $22,000. Which, you know, it's fine. It's definitely the one we need. It's got the ability to drag those bigger trees that we are dealing with. And yeah, I think it is money well spent because I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to pretty much make this entire amount back just with what we've got on the ground. So any other trees we do will be a profit. If you account how much we spent on a rental when we won't use it, you can maybe take another tree. But realistically, it's good. And we do have a number of trees that we do need to remove it. Well, we can remove at some point. I don't know if we need to remove them. And like, all right, yeah, I don't know if we actually need to remove them, but we can if we need to, in regards to making more money. But we are being quite successful in our other pursuits, and once we have the animals, I really think that's going to open up a lot of opportunities for us in regards to how much money we can actually make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and grab both of these pieces in one go from this oak tree, because it's only a small oak tree. So hopefully we can winch both at once. See how much we can make. That should do. Let's get out and get the winch all hooked up. So, yep. I should be able to hook it up onto here somewhere if it will fit. Perfect. So we've got both of them on there. I'm assuming, well, that we're going to have to tow both of them. Absolutely. Alright, so let's drag these ones over to the sawmill and see how much we're going to make from that. Oh, looks like there may be a stump I missed. That's why I left the stump grinder over here, because obviously we've got more stumps to remove from these trees. Plus I'm sure I would have missed some, so we're going to have to start cultivating, and any ones that I have missed will make themselves like known to us. They will appear out of the ground, and we'll just be careful not to break anything on the cultivator. So I know I need to be cautious getting in there, but let's see how much we've made from this one small oak tree. 3,276 plus 305, so 3,600, which I'm not going to complain about at all. I think that's a very, very good income price from that small tree. We've got another one, I think, probably about that size, so probably another 3,500 for that. We do have one big oak tree, which I think is going to be where we're going to make quite a bit of money. So yeah, there's that stump right there on the right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag one more tree over today, which is this elm tree. And then I think that's probably where we can leave this vlog. Alright, let's get this hooked up. Hopefully we can drag the entire tree. Could be able to. It's probably about, I don't know, 3 tons or thereabouts, so should be all good. And this one, I don't anticipate getting very much for this. I don't really think that the elms are worth very much. See if we can get through here without destroying or damaging anything too badly. Yeah, no, it's all good. Perfect. I love that we are so close to the sawmill that we can just literally drag them across like this. Yeah, 2,168 plus 202. So, yeah, 2,300. Yeah, that's what I anticipated. I didn't anticipate too much from that one. But, you know, that's fine. Every little bit helps. We're, what, up to about 6,000 now? So, yeah, we need to make a fair bit from the big oak tree to pay back the total that we spent on the winch. But I think it's probably doable. We have a quick look at it here. So that's it here. We've cut up into a couple of blocks. And then there's another one here that's worth about 3,500. So yeah, we do need to make a lot from this if we want to just, well, get back everything we spent on the winch. But I'm not too fussed if we don't. Yeah, we'll see next if we can cut that tree down, which I reckon we should be able to do. I reckon that is on our land. And then, yeah, we're getting actually through some of these trees. Like, it's only into the smaller stuff now. There's not as many of the big trees in here. There's another oak tree there. There's a small oak tree. There's a elm. So there's are a couple of bigger trees still up here, which, you know, possibly could be worth cutting down at some point, but I don't think we'll do it this time. I think we'll leave it with those trees and, you know, bring the field up through here. I reckon we will take this one down. Yeah, we'll take that one down next time. Clear that out, and then we just need to clear. There's a couple of small bits. Oh, that tree should be alright to leave in there. But yeah, we'll take this little dead tree down. And then we'll expand out this way. So that'll be in the next episode. I think we've done quite a bit today. We've obviously got our field planted with, what did we put in? We put in sorghum, which is good. We have also been to the bank and we've got that loan for the animal enclosure, which is over in that area behind where the silos are. So that will be underway. I don't know if that will be completed next time. Next vlog will probably work in this field, getting this ready, and getting the other field down near the dam prepped and planted. After then, we'll probably be able to move on to the next month to plant the final field, and that's when I anticipate that the enclosure will be completed. So that's, you know, maybe at the end of next episode we'll see how that's gone. So if you are interested to see how much we do make from this oak tree and the other couple of trees we're going to take down, that big oak tree up there, and I think that's it for now, and see how much more land we get with this field, or to see how the animal enclosure looks, please do remember to like and subscribe. But for now, remember to keep your boots dirty and your bites clean, and I'll catch you next time on DirtByte.